Hi everyone! In this video we're going to take a look at MAC's upcoming Naturally collection, which releases January 5th in stores. This collection is all about having very understated colors and colors that just enhance your natural beauty a little more. And the collection also has a lot of mineralized products, so you can see mineralized eyeshadows there and mineralized blushes. Please make sure to go to alluriabeauty.com for the written reviews and in-depth photos of each of these colors. And also check out the Iris Apfel collection, which also has a video up and reviews up on the blog. Here are the 5 new mineralized eyeshadows. These are $20 each. From left to right, top to bottom, you have Daylight, In the Sun, Summer Haze, Cloudy Afternoon, and Twilight Falls. Daylight, In the Sun, Summer Haze, Cloudy Afternoon, and Twilight Falls. I am swatching these over a primer. The first color swatched dry is Daylight. This is a peach with dirty blue lavender veining, so when mixed together you get this light lavender color. And even though mineralized eyeshadows are known for being super shimmery, this color is on the less shimmery side for mineralized shadows. Pigmentation is very good. I'm going to swatch the same color but with a dampened brush. So, as usual with mineralized shadows, when you use a wet brush, you usually can distinguish the colors that are veined in the pan a little more. So the vibrancy of this color hasn't really changed, but if you could see really closely, you would see that the pink is a little more, or the peach, excuse me, is a little more defined from the purple than when you just swirl the colors in and swatch it dry. Next is In the Sun, and this is a gold color with violet veining. Again, great pigmentation, has larger glitters in it than Daylight does, so you'll see those more predominantly. Blended together, you get this rusty copper color, and swatched with a dampened brush, get more of an uneven finish. It is ever so slightly more frosty, and the gold shimmers show up just a little better, but not much of a difference. Next is Summer Haze. This is swatched dry, and you could see that little bit of white veining that's in there. So this is a pale, Max is a pale gold, but I think it's a little warmer, a little more on the bronze side, and it has very light cream veining in it. Again, goes on very smoothly and has this frost finish. Swatched with a damp brush. Again, that same streak of cream color there. I don't see much of a difference. It has a little more of a frost finish to it, but pretty minimal difference between the two. Next is Cloudy Afternoon, and this is a cream color with gold, gray, and a little bit of pink veining. It comes off more as a dusty silver color. And I will say that mineralized eyeshadows are very powdery, so if you've never used them before, just know to expect that. Alright, and here's the color swatched with a damp brush. It's a little less dusty, it's a little more of a true silver color when you swatch it wet, but again, the difference is pretty minimal between these two types of applications. And last is Twilight Falls. This is a cool brown color with bronze veining. Mixed together, it looks like a fairly standard medium, slightly cool toned brown. And here's Twilight Falls swatched with a damp brush. So in comparison to all the other colors, I think this one goes on a little more unevenly, but it is easily evened out with just a few swipes of the brush. Again, color is slightly darker when swatched wet, but not a huge difference between the two. Next we have the 3 mineralized blushes. These are $22 each. And just to note, there are 2 mineralized skin finishes that are $28 each released with this collection, but they were included in previous collections, and that's Redhead and Blonde. And honestly, you can find those at a lot of CCOs around the entire nation, so just try to see if you can pick it up at a CCO. You can get it at 30% off instead of buying it with this collection at full price. Alright, so back to the blushes. From left to right, we have the colors Subtle Breeze, Fresh Honey, and Early Morning. Alright, just for the sake of showing you the colors, I'll swatch first with my fingers. This is Subtle Breeze, and this is a blue-based pink color. This is Fresh Honey, which is a warm apricot color. And this is Early Morning. And this is a peachy pink, but has a very strong undertone of red. To give you a more realistic view of what the colors will show up like, I'm going to swatch these with an angled Italian badger brush from Crown Brushes. So first is Subtle Breeze. So this comes off as a light, slightly cool-toned pink color. Next up is Fresh Honey. And this was that warm apricot color. I'm NC20 skin, so this one may not show up as much as the pinker colors because I already have slightly warm-toned skin. Alright, so here's a closer look. Just like with the previous color, you have a slight sheen to the skin. And third is Early Morning. And this is that darker peachy pink color. And remember that mineralized blushes are also quite dusty. Alright. So you get that same sheen to the skin. Next up are 2 new lip gloss colors. These are $14.50 each. The one on top is Fresh Air, and the one on the bottom is Hot Spell. There are 2 other colors promoted with this collection, but they're not new colors. The Wee Coquette, which was actually just recently released, and then Naked Space, which is also a re-promoted color. If you want to see a review of the Wee Coquette, there is one up on Allura Beauty already. So first is Fresh Air, and these do have doe foot applicators. This color is a light pink, and you should expect them to be pretty sheer in color. It does have very tiny silver sparkles in it. And second is Hot Spell. And this color is a bronze with multicolored pearls. Comes off more like a red toned brown rather than a bronze. These glide on fairly smoothly. They have medium tackiness, and they'll last for about 3 hours if you're not eating or drinking. Last up for this collection are these 3 lipsticks. They are $14.50 each. The colors left to right are A Perfect Day, Beach Sand, and Sweet Sunrise. Pillow Talk is also included in this collection, but it again is not a new color. So first up is A Perfect Day. This is a light, creamy, neutral pink color. It glides on very smoothly and is a amplified formula. It has a pretty opaque finish to it. Second is Beach Sand, and this is a light tan color, and this is a cream sheen formulation. Again, glides on very smoothly. And third is Sweet Sunrise. This has a luster finish and is a light neutral peachy pink. So it's not going to be as opaque as, for example, A Perfect Day, which is an amplified finish, but it actually does have a pretty opaque finish for being a luster formulation. So there you have the MAC Naturally collection. A lot of very mid-tone neutral colors that will be easy to use for a lot of skin tones, nothing too bright or crazy. Overall, I think it's a good collection. I'm not wowed by anything in it, but you do have very wearable colors, so if you're newer to makeup or newer to MAC collections, then this would be a great place for you to start. Okay, please check out the blog for written reviews and in-depth photos, and also check out the Iris Apfel collection video and reviews for that collection also. Hope you enjoyed watching. See you in the next video.